What's up YouTube, it's your boy Yannick. I want to welcome you back to the Sense and Style channel, the channel where we pair sense and style. Also on this channel we talk about cologne reviews and various men's lifestyle subjects such as self-care, dating and fashion. Now if you're new to the channel, I want to ask that you like, comment, subscribe and hit the bell so that way you know when the next video is up. Without further ado, let's get into what we're going to talk about today. Now, when you think of a gentleman, there are a few things that come to mind. He's always well dressed, has a calm demeanor when presenting himself. He always has manners, he's confident in himself, he speaks properly, and last but not least, he smells like a gentleman. Now for those of you all getting your gentleman on, I'm here to help you out with the smell portion. When you think of what a gentleman smells like, nuances of fresh, green, clean, classy, and subtle comes to mind. And these 5 gentlemanly fragrance that I'm presenting today cover all those points. We are reversing the list 5 through 1, with 1 being the most gentlemanly in my opinion. So you gotta stick around to the end if you want to see what the most gentlemanly fragrance is. Starting off the list in the number 5th position is MontBlanc Explorer. Now, the reason I didn't include Creed Aventus or Parfums Vintage Pineapple Intense is because those 2 fragrances can come across a little bit on the louder side and on the sweeter side as well due to their pineapple notes. And since Explorer shares the same DNA but doesn't have any pineapple in it, it comes across a lot more greener. And come to think of it, it is the greenest of all the scents that share that Aventus DNA, which also makes it the most subtle out of all the fragrances that share that scent DNA as well. And that's why it made the list. It doesn't project too hard unless you go hard with the sprays. This is crisp, it's green, and it's fresh. But to me, a gentleman is unique. And let's face it, in this day and age, it's hard to spot a gentleman. And since this one is the most popular and most attainable fragrance in this list, that's why it's in the number 5 spot. Still a very gentlemanly scent though. And for the price, it's a steal. Coming in at the number 4 spot on the gentleman fragrance list is Bentley For Men Black Edition. Now, if you've ever smelled the more popular Bentley For Men Intense, this right here goes in the totally opposite direction of that fragrance. This right here is a fresh, woody, aromatic, spicy scent with lavender and violet in here coming across as very, very calming to the senses. And I also get cucumber in here as well, which is not listed, but you can pick it up. There's nothing too unique about this scent, but at the same time, I haven't really smelled anything like it. And that violet, lavender, cucumber definitely brings a calming vibe to this fragrance. And that to me is one of the traits of a gentleman. He's calm, cool, and collective. And that's why this is in the number 4 spot. Now, in the number 3 spot, we got Verbena Fields from Parfums Vintage. This one right here is definitely the greenest out of the bunch. And if you know Creed's Green Irish Tweed, then you know this one. It is very green, like fresh cut grass with a hint of sweet and a whole lot of fresh. There's a hint of smokiness in here as well. And this one is very beautiful, guys. The performance on this thing is out of this world. I sprayed it on one of my jackets last week and I picked it up this week and it still smelled clean and fresh like this one. And this scent right here just embodies what a gentleman is. Clean, fresh, masculine. And that's why this is in the number 3 spot, guys. Now the fragrance that's in the number 2 spot on the list comes from a London company. And when you say the word London, gentleman comes to mind. And the fragrance here is none other than Penhaligon's Juniper Sling. Now guys, I've never smelled anything like this ever before in my life. And I'm so glad that my big brother Max put me onto this one. Shout out to you, Max. This one makes you want to grab a cane and a top hat and be gentle. Now there is a bay leaf note in here. And if you guys didn't know, back in the Caribbean and English days, like in the early 2000s, 90s and 80s, bay rum was used to give a cooling factor as well as an aftershave effect. And that bay leaf that's in the bay rum is what reminds me of a gentleman. And this scent to me is reminiscent of what a gentleman smells like. And I've yet to smell another fragrance that has that bay leaf nuance to it. And that is what makes this unique, guys. And coming in the number 1 spot is, come on guys, y'all act like if you all don't already know, it's Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. If you didn't catch the review I did on this one right here, you can check up here for it. This right here to me is the pinnacle of what a gentleman smells like. Crisp, clean, green vetiver with some citrus in it. This thing right here will make anybody's gentleman list. No explanation needed, because this thing is that good. When you put this on, you will smell like a gentleman, hands down. Now, if you have any fragrance to add to the list, put it in the comments. Let me know. If you've liked and enjoyed the video and found it informative, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so that way you know when the next one drops. As always, I'm Yannick. Thanks for visiting Scents and Styles. Stay safe and peace, guys.